Yo, welcome back to a new video. I'm back. It's been like a month, but we back and let's get right into it. Watching a video called Bonnie Blue Needs to Be Stopped. Without saying too much, let's go.
Do you not have a problem with the fact that they're literally borderline underage,
No, because they're 18.
but they're still children?
Yeah, but they're 18. I'd happily take someone like on their 18th birthday.
Bonnie Blue, a name that you know, I know, and it seems like the whole internet knows, all against our will. Because she pops up like a parasite, infecting all of our screens with the craziest stunts that she has been doing. First, it was 1,000 men in one day, and now she's talking about doing a petting zoo where she puts herself in a cage, a glass one at that, so everyone can see, where anybody can participate and do anything to her. And because of these actions, recently she's been banned on the site OF. So you know the
How do you get banned on OnlyFans? That is insane.
other things that she does is insane to get banned on a site like that. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so let's start from the very beginning with who even is Bonnie Blue, in case you're actually unaware.
15th of June, I'm going to be tied up in a glass box and open to the public. You can choose to either get involved or just walk around, watch, enjoy the show.
Bonnie Blue, if you couldn't tell, was an
Enjoy
OF
the
star
show.
who got her fame
My
by doing
gosh.
things like this. Crazy stunts that would make you stop and stare if you saw it on your timeline. Like 1,000 men in one day, which quite literally seems impossible. There's no way someone could do that. And she even had interviewers there, people recording her, and had the actual act posted on her OF so she could gain money that way. And even after everything was said and done, she had done multiple interviews talking about the situation for promo for it.
You had 1,000 men's inside of you today.
Yeah,
What hurts more, your mouth or your...
probably done that a little bit. I don't need a wheelchair. Like, I am fine. Just feels like I've had a heavy day.
I'm sorry, she just looks insane. Like, she actually looks scary. I don't know how people... even if you're like the worst down bad person on the planet, you really sat there and said, yeah, this girl who's taking 1,000 men, that's the one. Hell no.
In the bedroom, which is exactly what I've had. I think if it had continued how it did for the first sort of 3-4 hours, I would have struggled.
And now with her most recent stunt being this petting zoo, where she says that anybody could come volunteer and she's gonna be out there for 24 plus hours. Not only that, but she's also using this stunt as a way to up her record from 1,000 men, hopefully hitting a goal of 2,000. Now I should not have to be the one to sit here and tell you that this is complete degeneracy from her and very odd. I know we normalize a lot of things that happen, like with a bunch of people having OF and things of that nature, which I'm cool with, I'm fine with. That's your body, you do what you want. But things like this, especially on a public level that she wants them, that is odd and weird. No matter who you are or what you think, you at least have to agree on that. And apparently it's just not us civilians that think this, but people in her industry as well, as other OF stars are out here calling her out and talking about what she is doing, saying it is disgusting. Sophie Rain, a popular OF model, also talked about Bonnie Blue, saying it's no longer...
When was it ever woman empowerment? What are you talking about? Bro, you literally show your body on OnlyFans. What are you talking about? Women empowerment. Yeah, these girls are delusional, bro.
about women.
I think she's younger than me, too. That's the crazy part. Like, who raised these people?
Women's empowerment, and she was apparently also a part of the team that helped get Bonnie Blue banned in the first place, saying the same thing. It's no longer about women empowerment, and she is basically hurting herself along with turning the OF platform into a clown show with all of these wild acts that she has been doing. And
It's been a clown show. Let's not act like OnlyFans was this perfect, beautiful place like how we think YouTube is. No, y'all literally get paid. Y'all e-thoughts. That's what y'all is, e-thoughts.
it just makes you wonder, what is her life like if people on the internet are not agreeing with her, people in her own field are disagreeing with her, and a lot of people are wondering, does her family really agree with what she's doing? Because a lot of people see it as degeneracy, so what would people in her actual family, like her parents, have to say about stuff like this?
Hearing all these stories that your daughter is saying, just
Part of a job, so and that's it.
how does it make you feel though?
Part of her job. You said that. Woof. Now I know where she gets it from. What type of mom is this, bro?
Proud of her. I don't mind.
So even when you hear, that she slept with 158 guys in, was it a week, 2 weeks?
It's part of a job and that's it.
You don't have any kind of, emotional response to it?
No, at first I did, but not anymore.
So you see Bonnie, when you told your parents what you do, how did that conversation go?
I actually didn't tell them. A video got leaked. I would have always told them, but like...
Imagine your kid don't even tell you. Imagine like you're just working one day and you go on break and you grab your phone and you're like, what's going on the internet? And you see your daughter getting clapped by 50 different men at once. Oh my gosh. That's depressing, bro. Like, that's some... You gotta eliminate yourself after that. Because what the... How do you even live after that?
So I wasn't ready to explain why I've chose to do this job. And you sort of had somewhere explaining it. My sister explaining to my mum.
Right, and how did you react to that?
I was gutted at first. I really was. It was shocked. I was really shocked.
The reality of the situation is, I understand your child is someone you love, you want to take care of, and no matter what they do, you want to believe in them and support them. But I feel like at certain points, there has to be a line drawn, especially at what she is doing, because it's not just your daughter doing something with her own free will. I mean, technically it is, but at a certain point, I feel like she is quite literally just harming herself. And a reaction has to come from a parent who want to step in and stop all of these things that are going on. At least that's what I feel would happen. I understand there are a lot of jobs out here that are very new and pretty volatile, but this shouldn't be a job you just look at and accept full-heartedly. You should definitely have a conversation or even a little bit of pushback for what she is doing, because she's not just doing some normal OF work or some normal work in that field. She is taking it to the literal extreme where other people in that field are looking at her and even getting weirded out and commenting on it often because they find it weird, and they do that type of stuff on the daily basis. And many people might look at this and be like, she's okay with it, she's happy with it, she's fulfilled, but we've seen instances like this before with people like Lily Phillips who've done 100 men in a day and literally said it didn't feel that good. It didn't feel fulfilling at all.
It's not for...
How do you take 100 men in a day, bro? I can't believe this shit. 100 men in one day? What? Bro, that's like, you need a couple years of therapy just to be able to sit by yourself and think, because, oh my goodness.
For the weak girls, if I'm honest, it was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it, like...
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah, just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Sorry. Okay.
That's her after only 100 men. And Bonnie Blue over here is talking about 1,000 and then adding on another 1,000 on top of that. If that's her reaction to 100, Bonnie Blue is putting up a good act, because there is no way after 1,000 you're keeping that real composure. It's just not possible. In all reality, we definitely have a place for OF work or anything in that realm, because again, I feel like we've accepted it. People can do whatever they want with their bodies, and if you want to spend money on that, then go ahead and do you. But the things that she is doing is taking it to, again, the complete extreme, doing the wildest stuff for attention that feels like harming yourself at a certain point. And this is definitely that point with 1,000 men, and then putting yourself on display as a human petting zoo just sounds weird, and it definitely is. And I don't understand why she would just be okay with this. On top of things like this, a lot of people have issues with her preying on younger men. As you might have saw from this intro, she talks about dating or doing things with 18-year-olds in such a way that no one would ever really want. Anybody with sense, at least.
If you want to go around and exploit your body, that's completely up to you. Like I said, it's your body. But then you're exploiting children's bodies at the same time.
An 18-year-old's not a child's body.
They're illegal. They're still children. My nephew's 18. He's still a child.
I'll send him to me then.
No, I'd absolutely never do that.
That's some shit you gotta throw hands for. Send him to me then? What? She's different.
Hopefully I'll find
She's
him
a
one day.
menace.
No, I don't think he will, because he has like respect for himself. Do you not have a problem with the fact that they're literally borderline underage?
No, because they're 18.
But they're still children.
Yeah, but they're 18. I'd happily take someone like on their 18th birthday.
Someone like this at a certain point just feels like beyond helping, because even in this discussion, when she's talking about 18-year-olds, she doesn't see them as children because the law doesn't, and she doesn't have any real moral area where she feels like she's doing anything bad, according to Bonnie Blue at least. She feels like it's fun and that she's actually helping these 18-year-old men by allowing them to do stuff to her, because at the end of the day, she could just be a guinea pig to teach them things. And I don't know how you help a person like that. I don't know how you talk a person out of doing a human petting zoo, because I don't know how a person could even get to that point where they're thinking of an idea like this and then still out there performing it or even trying to make it happen. I don't know how you think a person out of talking or doing anything with 1,000 men in a day, because I don't know how a person gets to that point in the first place. Honestly, she sees this all as women empowerment, but even the women in these same fields as her, again, do not see this as empowering at all and just see it as disgusting. You don't have to be in that field to see that, but the fact that people that are doing basically the same thing as her on a more lower level see it as disgusting should tell her a lot about what she is doing. Yeah, she doesn't seem to care, and she's going to continue on probably one-upping herself again and again until it does get to a dangerous point. We're talking about a completely different story with Bonnie Blue, and genuinely I just feel sad for her because I don't know how you help someone like this, and I don't know what you would have to say to her or show her so that she could change her mind. And that's unfortunate because a lot of things that she does are disgusting, but that's just how I feel. If you want to tell me how you feel, the best place to do that would be the comment section.
Thank you for watching. Bonnie Blue definitely needs help. She needs God. Like and subscribe, and I am out.